Very much. A very warm welcome to our friends who are the media, and a very warm welcome to everybody that took time to be at this landmark, press conference that we staged today. Today is a humble day in Gambian football, and today is one of the days that will linger in our minds, and that will be in the good books of the Gambian, archives. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Serrekunda East, where the Gambia Football Federation, with a press and with pressure, have been fight tooth and nail to make sure that sanity is in our football. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our firm belief that these actions are detrimental to the development and growth of our national sports. As a concerned citizens and members of the GFF Must Go group, we are deeply troubled by the reports of gross mismanagement and embezzlement of funds that were intended for the development of football in the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of our crusade is to raise awareness among the public and relevant authorities about the need for immediate action to address the above-mentioned issues within the GFF. By organizing events, protests, and public discussions, we aim to set light on the misconduct and demand accountability from those responsibility. It has come to our attention that the GFF has received significant investments from FIFA and CAF, totaling to $11 million from 2014 to 2024 for infrastructural development and administrative costs. However, despite these substantial funds, there is lack of accountability and transparency in the utilization of these resources. The GFF Must Go group has identified several projects, including constructions and upgrading of football fields that have been reported to FIFA but have not been completed as the GFF promised. The GFF reported to FIFA that the construction of 14 football pitches across the country, some of which were intended to have artificial turf and natural grass, has been completed. However, upon several inspections, it is evident that many of these projects were not completed as promised. Number one is the Jara Soma project update. The Jara Soma project update, for instance, stands as a stark reminder of neglect and unfulfilled promises since 2015. This absence of proper facilities, such as sitting benches, dressing rooms, and pavilions, reflects a lack of commitment to the rural football development. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gunjur project update. Similarly, the Gunjur project, initiated in 2018, remains unfinished and unusable, causing frustration among the youth and football enthusiasts in the region. The Bakau project update. The Bakau project update, similar to other GFF projects, involved the construction of a perimeter fence, pavilion with dressing rooms, and a grass pitch at the Bakau Mini Stadium. The project began in 2019 with a planned duration of 1 year. The perimeter fence has been completed, but the pavilion is only built to a dressing room style and is yet to be finished. The upgrade of the football grass pitch was carried out by the Bakau community living in the diaspora. Currently, the football field lacks proper water supply to maintain the grass naturally, and there is often shortage of electricity to operate the borehole consistently for suitable water supply. Ladies and gentlemen, the Banjul project update. The Banjul field project was envisioned to include a perimeter fence, dressing room, an artificial grass pitch, and a floodlight for night football matches. However, the project progress has fallen short of expectations. As of now, only the perimeter fence has been completed to a satisfactory standard. Unfortunately, the floodlights installed in 2020 have remained non-operational due to the usage of substandard products by the Gambia Football Federation. Moreover, the artificial turf has faced challenges, having been replaced twice already. The current installation, completed in 2022, is currently deemed unplayable. Ladies and gentlemen, the Serrekunda West project update. The Serrekunda West project, funded by FIFA, is deemed one of the worst projects ever undertaken by the GFF. The mini stadium renovation in Serrekunda West was halted, with only floodlights being installed. The project neglected essential components such as pavilions, dressing rooms, and the grass pitch. The floodlights installed are industrial lights and not suitable for football, rendering them unusable. Serrekunda East project, where we are today. The Serrekunda East project aimed to upgrade the football park with floodlights, a perimeter fence, dressing rooms, and a grass pitch. The Serrekunda East Sports Committee independently funded the project through Nawetan ticket sales and sponsors. However, the only project undertaken by the GFF at Serrekunda East Mini Stadium was the installation of floodlights, which have never been used, and they remain as toys within the Serrekunda East premises. Ladies and gentlemen, the Manjai project involved the renovation of the Manjai Park, including a grass pitch, perimeter fence, upgrading of the dressing room. It is considered the most dilapidated football pitch upgraded by the GFF. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like the Birkama project is facing several challenges with its completion and quality. The floodlights, dressing rooms, pavilions, and toilets are not fit for purpose. And only the artificial grass pitch, which has been completed, but its quality is not satisfactory. The project has been officially handed over yet. The Busumbala project, which include a grass pitch and pavilions, is similar to other GFF projects known as the Elephants projects. However, Busumbala has remained unchanged for over 6 years. No construction has taken place, leaving it as a bush and animal breeding ground. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Technical Center, known as the Gold Project, have been associated with mismanagement by executive members of the GFF. These projects were supposed to include a swimming pool and a new football pitch. The GFF claimed to have spent $44 million to renovate 44 rooms to upgrade the Gold Project to 100 standard. Interestingly, the GFF first Vice President, Bakari K. Jame, continued to serve as the project manager for all GFF projects, raising concerns about a conflict of interest. Many of these projects remain incomplete, and contractors are rarely held accountable or taken to court for breaching contracts. They are suspicious that the GFF may be receiving kickbacks, leading to a lack of contractor accountability. The swimming pool project in particular was awarded to 3 different contractors, all of whom failed to deliver on the project. The Biri Biri football pitch project update. The state of the Biri Biri football pitch, who this project is named, a renowned footballer, may he so rest in peace, should have been an individual that could have been named a completed project. But it's unfortunate that the hustlers masquerading as football administrators remains unchanged with the grassroots pitch and pavilion. No improvements or changes have been made to the ground. Projects in various regions as Jara Soma, Gunjur, Banjul, Bakau, Serrekunda West, Serrekunda East, Manjai, Birkama, National Technical Training Center, the Biri Biri Football Project, and Busumbala have raised serious concerns regarding the mismanagement of funds and the failure to deliver on the intended objectives. One particular concern is the conflict of interest involving the GFF first Vice President, Bakari K. Jame, who also served as the project manager for all GFF projects. These conflicts raise questions about the accountability and transparency and the management of these projects, especially when contractors have not been held accountable for breaches of contract. Ladies and gentlemen, the club's support. Every year, FIFA funds the GFF to support local football clubs, allied associations, women football, and referees. However, these direct funds from FIFA for club support are often diverted to irrelevant expenditures. League winners, both male and female, struggle to receive their payments, and clubs' transport refunds go unpaid, leading to the demise of many rural clubs participating in the National League. First Division club, both male and female, are entitled to $200,000 annually, while Second Division clubs receive $150,000. Regional football associations are entitled to $100,000, and allied associations like the Coaches Association, School Football, and Players Association receive stipulated amounts. Unfortunately, most of these stakeholders face challenges in receiving their funds from the GFF each year. In 2020, FIFA provided COVID-19 relief funds amounting to $1.5 million for all clubs in the Gambia. However, these funds were misappropriated and little benefit was realized for the intended recipients. Referees Association. FIFA allocates $50,000 annually to support the referees, yet they face difficulties in receiving their payments from the GFF. Despite recent promises of partial payments, referees continue to struggle. Many referees contribute to the Referees Welfare Committee without repaying any benefits, as their payments are deducted without corresponding advantages. Ladies and gentlemen, Women Football Association, responsible for female football matters, is affiliated with the GFF and receives $125,000 annually from FIFA. However, women football remain neglected and demoralized in the Gambia. The GFF organized female football under FIFA pressure as failure to do so jeopardizes funding. The 2020 COVID-19 relief funds of $500,000 meant for women football were misused with no tangible benefits realized. The Players Association. Following the 2022 GFF presidential election, the Players Association has been marginalized by the GFF due to their alleged support for the opposition. Promises of funding and attention remain unfulfilled despite prior commitments. The Coaches Association, intended to empower and guide coaches, is mired by divisions and lack coherence. The failure to produce coaches with CAF A license certificate hampers the development of local teams and their participation in CAF competitions. School Football Association. The school football responsible for school matters has not held any competition since 2021, demotivating both the association and players. National team support by FIFA. Despite receiving $500,000 annually from FIFA for national teams, the GFF claim of exclusive support is contradicted by the significant backing provided by the Ministry of Youth and Sport and the Gambia government since 2017. CAF yearly support. CAF provides $300,000 annually to GFF for infrastructure and infrastructural development. However, funds received from CAF for national team participation in AFCON tournaments have never been reinvested locally. The GFF president's yearly allowance by CAF. The GFF president received $20,000 yearly allowance from the Confederation of African Football. The Gambia Football Federation, upon receiving funds from FIFA, entered into memorandum of understandings with all the mini stadium custodians to access the funds. It is crucial to note that FIFA does not engage with third parties, and proof of ownership or partnership is typically required if such dealings occur. As the GFF does not own these mini stadiums, their involvement is based on partnership and signed MOUs. However, there is a need for the GFF to provide a clear and tangible explanation regarding the MOUs to the general public. The Gambia Football Federation frequently emphasizes its accountability to stakeholders, but we firmly believe that it has also a responsibility to communities that provide access to funds from FIFA through the utilization of their parks. Transparency and accountability to the wider public are crucial for the GFF, extending beyond just limited stakeholders. When the GFF requests funds from FIFA, it does so on behalf of the country, not individual representatives. As such, there should be no exceptions for the GFF in terms of being held accountable for the proper management of funds designated for the benefit of the Gambian people. It is imperative that the GFF upholds transparency, engage with communities, and ensure that all funds received are used effectively and responsibly for the development of football in the Gambia. Accountability to the broader public is essential in maintaining trust, fostering positive relationships with all stakeholders involved in the football ecosystem. Therefore, we, the undersigned members of the GFF Must Go group, respectfully request a thorough investigation into the GFF based on the concern raised above, which we believe indicates significant mismanagement of funds intended for the benefit of Gambian populace. We urge your office to take appropriate measures to address the embezzlement and mismanagement of funds. It is imperative that the accountability and transparency are upheld, and that all entities, including the GFF, are responsible for their action and use of public funds, and ensure that the future investments are utilized effectively for the development of football. We thank you all for coming, and now time for us to have a mutual understanding and discussion with the press.
Thank you very much.
GFF must go. GFF must go. GFF must go. GFF must go. Kick out corruption. Kick out corruption. Kick out corruption.